Hey guys, it's Kevin from AGI Pro DJ.com. Today we're here with Pulse from AlphaTheta and the Pioneer team to touch on and go over some basics. All right, so one of the questions that came up was setting up the auto gain settings within rekordbox. So we're going to touch on that and see how best to apply.
Yeah, rekordbox does have the ability to auto gain. Again, what this does is it analyzes the song and gives you an automatic leveling adjustment for the output of that particular song. So when rekordbox does the process, it looks at the overall levels and says, okay, well, how do I need to compare this to get to a nominal level? And so let's take a look here. If we jump into the software, you can see I've got a couple of tracks pulled up. And if you click on the grid edit tab to pull out this page, this little knob in the middle here, you can see if I pass the mouse over it, it currently says minus 2.5 dB for A gain. And that's the auto gain setting. So when rekordbox processed this track, it said, oh, it needs to be about here. By comparison, this particular track says minus 1.2. So it needed a little bit more gain than the other one does. Now, again, minus numbers, we're heading towards 0. Because when you go above 0, it's a bigger gain, so there's plus. So I'll go back down to minus 2 point something there, just as an example. And so when I'm playing this track, what will end up happening is the song levels are not going to be seen in software here because, well, you just see the channel, but the actual levels are being sent out to hardware. So if I flip over to the hardware view, you can see it's now sending here at 0 dB. Now, even though I've got the trim auto gain trim, interchangeable term, that's set to the auto internally, I can still make my adjustment here to boost it up. And you can see the software has not changed the level, even though I'm making the adjustment on the hardware. So this is, think of this as like a secondary stage. If you had used auto gain and you left all these knobs in the same position, within reason, those songs should be playing out at the same level. And of course, to make sure that you've got this enabled, if you come into the mixer page under controller, you can see auto gain is enabled here. If I disable this, now what will happen is it'll just play at the level that the track was recorded and what rekordbox thinks it should be playing out at. Now, again, trim is not enabled in software here because this is an external mixer, but the gain knob on that control for that particular deck will have reset itself to 0 when the auto gain is disabled. So if you turn it back on, now it will automatically gain it down minus 2.2 dB to create an equal level for playback with other songs.
So there you have it. Another great tip from Pulse from AlphaTheta and the Pioneer DJ team. Pulse, remind me, what is your official title besides the guy that knows all the stuff?
I think I'm actually going to change that to the guy that knows all this stuff. I have multiple titles. I am on the product planning team. I work with the customer service team and support. And of course, you see me at trade shows working for marketing or visiting you guys and helping out with doing sales type training. So I have many hats that I don for the company, but I often refer to myself as the rekordbox ninja. And it seems a title that fits because everyone asks me all the questions about the software. But yeah, that's the guy who knows everything. Yeah.
Perfect. Appreciate you taking the time today. And
my pleasure.
We'll look for you on the next thing.
Yeah.